says winds in the storm are approaching 150 miles an hour. This is all new people. Just click on it. But right now, we've just gotten word from the Hurricane Center that the winds are up to 150 miles an hour, nearly 150 miles an hour in the storm. And it has not yet hit Cuba yet, so we want to get that into the site, and then off we go to Florida. I'm Jeff Flock, rolling down Interstate 10 on the Florida Panhandle as we head somewhere near the Florida-Alabama state line, which is our best guess right now about where we think Hurricane Dennis might come ashore. We'll be sharing our mission with you here, so we hope you keep on watching HurricaneNow.com. We'll be reporting from the beach for our coverage of Hurricane Dennis. As you can see behind me, some structures here in Orange Beach, Gulf Shores area haven't been repaired yet from Hurricane Ivan. This is not the kind of structure we want to be in, though. We want to be up much higher so as to be safe from the storm surge that did so much damage behind me. Dusk in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and I want to show you preparations for the Hurricane Landfall Project. Mark Sudduth here and his team will be placing a mobile weather station on this wind tower here that you see right in the path of landfalling Dennis. Should be some fascinating pictures and data that come out of it. We are now on the beach here in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and the Hurricane Center says the storm is coming right for us. The whole island has already been evacuated and all power has been cut to the island. This is the place where we withstood Hurricane Ivan last year, and we intend to stay also through the duration for Dennis. Some huge waves out there behind me now. They will be monsters before this is done. Storm surge between 14 and 19 feet, we believe, here, with another perhaps 10 feet of wave action on top of that, taking the storm water up to the 3rd or perhaps 4th floors of some of these buildings. We think we're above the storm surge, and we're surrounded on 3 sides, and so this is the only one where we've got to worry about. And of course the wind isn't coming from this direction right at the moment. We're able to aim our camera out here and give you some sense of it, but when those squalls of wind come up, it is really extraordinary and will only get more and more intense as this day goes on. Again, excuse the shaky camera work, excuse me behind the camera from time to time, but we're going to let this unfold before you, maybe as though you were out here yourself taking some pictures of this storm. We want to sort of take you along on the journey at HurricaneNow.com. And Tom, are we back up? Let us know when we're back up. Oh, we are back up. Wonderful. Again, kind of cool here. It's very, very liberating as a former network correspondent who was always so careful to be speaking at the right time and not have anybody see the wizard behind the curtain. The curtains are open here. At any rate, back to this jog. It appears a westerly jog again at the very end of this, and you know, we'll see how close it's going to come to Gulf Shores, but we are right there, and Pensacola Bay is right there. When this feeder band that you see with all the reds in here and the oranges in here starts to come ashore here in Gulf Shores, we're going to come back live during that time. We are standing right out in it right now, a tremendous amount of water being driven, particularly wind-driven water, that really are making the conditions very difficult. Conditions deteriorating rapidly here in Gulf Shores. We have finally gotten ourselves in a situation where we think we are safe. We are finally in a parking garage, a steel and concrete structure that's a little bit taller. We were concerned about the storm surge at the other garage we were at that was only up 1 floor. This one's up much higher, and it gives us much more protection. As you can see, if you step out of it at all, the conditions are very, very difficult. There was storm surge, yes, but not the 14 to 19 feet predicted had a Category 4 storm made landfall. If that happened, even these homes on stilts would have been washed away. Much of the damage from this storm came not only along the coast, but here to the north. We've been tracking this hurricane as it moved north. We're here on Route 29 right now. As we said, we've been following it along. Wind still blowing very hard out here. It just crossed across here, and we're just headed up the road to continue to track it. The damage may have started along the coast, but it certainly didn't stop there. As Hurricane Now teams tracked it north through Florida and into Alabama, perhaps you see a lot of wind-driven rain and also a lot of trees down. We saw countless trees down as we made our way up Route 29 on towards Alabama.
Well, one man who knows an awful lot about hunting hurricanes, former CNN correspondent Jeff Flock. You're down here really hunting hurricanes in a new way. You were able to follow this storm all the way for your website, HurricaneNow.com?
HurricaneNow.com. It sort of untethers you. Like it was a great piece that you just had in terms of behind the scenes. What we can do is get on the road and stream our video out so we can actually chase the storm, which we did up through Alabama.
And you were able to stay on streaming the video pretty much the whole way?
Well, we had some glitches along the way, but pretty well. It was a great test.
What surprised you most about this storm? I mean, you've covered so many hurricanes.
Well, tight core, so, it wasn't a huge storm. I mean, Ivan, a much bigger storm, did a lot more damage. But the switch in the track, I mean, it was a storm that was blowing up, and then the track shifts.
And it was very fast moving. I mean, 18 miles per hour when it hit around here.
Exactly, and that in terms of, but even at 18 miles an hour, when we're traveling along with it, you can get out ahead of it, and you can have it come to you. Then you can loop back around.
How many hits were you getting during the storm? I mean, at the height, or what was your big? How many people were watching?
Well, there were some bandwidth issues that we wanted to be careful about because we were putting it all out free, and at some point we'll charge for the service, but so we wanted to keep the bandwidth down. But we had a lot of attention.
HurricaneNow.com.
The net explodes when there's a hurricane. It's amazing.
Because people, I mean, it's fascinating why people are interested in watching a storm. I mean, it's sort of a whole range of different things.
You've got the geeks, you've got the weather nuts, you've got people that just want to see what some people call weather porn.
I gotta tell you, I've become one of those geeks. So
I've always been one of those geeks. It's great, and it's just, it's wonderful to see that. And what people do, they put CNN on, they put the Weather Channel on the back button, they've got a computer screen up with about 4 browsers open, so they're getting data,
right,
and they're getting everything.
And now HurricaneNow.com.
HurricaneNow.com. Turn this in if you can.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Hope I don't see you again, because if I do see you again, it means there's going to be another hurricane. All right, Jeff, thanks very much.